NuCalm was invented by Dr. Blake Holloway, a neuroscientist, naturopath, quantum physicist, and a really exceptional human being who had a clinical practice in Texas working with a profile of patients who were suffering from trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder. Of the 7 diagnosable anxiety disorders, PTSD sits on the furthest continuum of the most difficult profile to live with. And why is that? Once the brain is traumatized and trying to reconcile what happened to it, it triggers this cascade of responses. And really, most importantly, there's an existential battle, and your central nervous system loses faith in the universe. Your central nervous system loses faith in you to protect you from the universe. This is a problem. Now, the central nervous system is designed with one goal in mind: self-preservation and survival. And it has a toolbox to help it with its goal. And that toolbox includes the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system people call the reptilian brain. This is the fight or flight response. So the central nervous system has lost faith in you, has lost faith in the universe, and it is constantly looking for reasons to be fearful. And as soon as it perceives something, it triggers the autonomic nervous system to elicit the fight or flight response. So the post-traumatic stress disorder brain physiologically changes. There's a reduction of blood flow to 2 key areas of the brain: the hippocampus, which is your memory center, and the prefrontal cortex, which is your cognition. And that brain is then starved of the attention it needs and the oxygen-rich red blood cells, and it lives in this constant state of fear. And actually, the dreamscape is the same trauma as well. So this foot on the accelerator and constant worrying really exhausts the body, and it leads to disease, and it leads to, shame and doubt and insecurity and just a plethora of psychological issues. NuCalm was designed and invented over a 20-plus year period to solve this problem, and not because it can come and heal any brain that's been traumatized. The body is a miracle. NuCalm is a facilitator. The body wants to get into balance. The central nervous system and this monkey mind, this reptilian side of our fight or flight, doesn't allow us to get into balance. We're constantly pushing cortisol and adrenaline. NuCalm, using biochemistry and physics, slows your brainwave function down into the healing zone of theta, allowing your body to heal. So the traumatized victim can actually get back into control of their emotional well-being and get back into good health by systematic long-term use of NuCalm, simply by balancing the autonomic nervous system and putting the body and the brain in the theta brainwave state as much as possible. We can't tell you how long it is. We can't give you the therapeutic recipe. I can't say, hey, you were traumatized 7 years ago. It may take 26 days. We don't know this. There's so many variables involved in healing. But what we do know is that you were on the path with a predictable, safe tool that was designed to help you, and it will help you. Every single day you're going to get on a path of healing, and your body's going to get to a place where you're back in control of who you are. NuCalm has taken 33 years and $42 million of patented clinically proven neuroscience that used to be a 4-component complex $6,000 device into a mobile app. And on that app, there are 6 channels. So you as a consumer get to choose. How do I want to feel right now at this moment? And how do I want to activate this and get to a state without drugs or side effects? So deep sleep is used at night. It's used through a speaker. It is not binaural signal processing. It's called isochronic waveform. So through a speaker at night, you put on deep sleep, and within minutes, it simply cycles your brainwave down to 0.5 hertz. It puts you to sleep. It's an 8-hour track, and along that journey of sleep, you're filling in gaps in your sleep architecture, and your sleep efficiency is improving. Then we have rescue, power nap, and flow state. These are the core clinical therapeutic values of NuCalm. Rescue has been used in over 2 million surgical procedures, replacing general anesthesia with people being operated on, listening to our physics. This is the key, this is the patents and all the stuff we've done across the years with cancer and multiple sclerosis and addiction and trauma and surgical procedures. Rescue is the key cornerstone neuroacoustic software of NuCalm. Rescue is the key for any athlete and any fan who is so excited, they get so amped up for the game, and then you win, you're amped up, and you lose, you're so disappointed. Rescue is something you do after performance for recovery. Reset my mind, reset my body, lower my stress response, raise my rest response. When I raise my rest response, I can be more patient, more present, more clear-headed, more focused, more energized, more calm. I'm not sabotaged by anxiety and fear and other people's concerns and worries. So rescue, power nap, and flow state are the recovery elements. Then we have focus. Focus was just released in July of 2022. It took us 7 years to create this. Focus oscillates your brain between 15 and 20 hertz. There's a specific frequency that correlates to high levels of clarity, concentration, and comprehension, and that's 18.4 hertz. The human brain can only stay in a thinking process like this, clear focus, for 15 to 20 minutes. Called the Pomodoro technique. So for about 15 to 20 minutes, we can be focused. Then you'll notice your mind starts to distract and we reach diminished returns. Well, not with physics, you don't. So we have a 47-minute full focus track. You put headphones on and you are laser focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Then we have Ignite. Ignite is hugely beneficial to the professional athlete. For 6 years, we use this in confidence with 56 professional sports teams and across the Department of Defense. Literally putting this into the hands or into the heads of Special Forces, Air Force Special Operations Command, Navy SEALs, etc. Ignite oscillates your brain starting at 15 hertz in a 14-minute neuroacoustic software journey all the way up to 40 hertz where you're fully activated and ready to prepare for any performance, and you will have an unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. Let me repeat that. An unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. You will achieve anything you set your mind to because there is no distraction and you are fully activated, so you have full access to all of your muscle memory and all of your training.